Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MFFL Nation show. I'm here today with a special reoccurring guest, Mavericks Digest, aka Unk.
Hold on 1 second there. Hold on, Mason. Hold on. Let me just. You're going to put some respect, all right? I understand I'm your elder, but hold on. Is my mic on? My mic's on now. I'm sorry. I think my mic was muted. Anyway, you better put some respect on your elders, all right? Because I know real basketball. Do you know who Ron Tarpley is?
I do.
Yeah. The GOAT. Do you know who Michael Finley is? Come on.
Cooper Flagg did.
The Finn? Come on now. Stop it. You can have your little Cooper Flagg. You know who I want? You can have Cooper Flagg. You know who I was watching back in my day?
Who's that?
I was watching Iguodala. Come on now. Come on. I want Iguodala. Yeah, you can have Coop. Give me Iggy. Yeah.
Man, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. I am extremely excited for this upcoming season. It's oddly enough, and we can get into it later in this video. I'm in a way more excited for this upcoming season than I was last year. Like this time last year, I was obviously excited because we had Clay, we had Naji, we had Grant, we had so many new additions. I was just excited to see it all work out. But now I'm just more excited to just get back to it because the way last season ended, it just felt like unfinished business, and I'm ready to put belt to ass now.
For sure. I am very, very excited. As Naji Marshall said in an interview with Kevin Gray, we are the aggressors.
Yep.
There's going to be bump out there. So I'm very excited. We have so much to talk about. As for the people that tune into the episodes when Marcel and I do these, we tend to rant for a while. So expect that with this one. And overall, just really excited. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to media day, what's been going on in training camp. And I sort of want to start off with probably what's been the hottest topic for the Mavs. And that's it's really unnecessary topic. It shouldn't have even never been brought up, but Anthony Davis's weight. I am not worried whatsoever. I mean, AD even came out and said like he likes to start heavier just because of the fact that he knows he's going to cut a lot of weight in training camp. He said after day 2, he's already lost 5 pounds. I'm not concerned whatsoever. I mean, this guy, look, he had a really serious eye injury, and he had no other choice but to sit out some of the offseason, if not majority of it. And so I look at this. I'm not worried whatsoever. Anthony Davis, if we were talking about a Zion, or I hate to say it, or Luka, who's, just a player that's had their weight brought up before, that's where the eyebrows go up.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis has never had this weight issue. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I don't know, man. It doesn't concern me whatsoever.
It's to me, and I feel like everybody's talking about it. I'm going to be talking about it. We're all talking about it. But in my opinion, I think it's not really from a place of seriousness. Like, I don't think to their core, any Maverick fan out there who really does think that AD gaining weight is a problem, I don't think they really believe that, right? I think this is more so a roundabout way to spit in Nico's face saying, really? You're worried about weight? This guy gains 15 pounds every summer. Like, really? Like, it's always going to go back to the trade. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to AD, unfortunately, it's like the worst thing that could happen to any player. Imagine being traded. You're a superstar getting traded for another superstar, but they like the other guy more. You were always linked to that trade. So like with Anthony Davis, if he goes on like a losing streak where he just plays bad, they're going to bring up the Luka trade. If AD gets hurt, again, they're going to bring up the Luka trade. If he gains 15 pounds over the offseason when he can't play basketball because he had eye surgery, they're going to bring up Luka Doncic in the whole trade. So it's super unfortunate, but it really is a non-factor. Like, it's nothing. And the fact that he cared enough to explain himself, he didn't have to. It didn't matter because there's many photos of AD all season. So it's not like he just came out of nowhere. Surprise, I'm bigger now. Like, we've seen him out and about doing things. So it's a very long off season. Nothing's happening. So we're bored.
I think so. That's what it is. And like you said, I mean, some of this just has to do with the fact that, after the trade, Luka was slandered so much for his weight and everything that it's just in MFFL's bloods now to like overthink this whole weight concept now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's been taken seriously out of proportion. I think he's going to be fine coming into the regular season. I'm honestly really just excited about one of the most underrated things I'm excited about is that Derek Lively and Anthony Davis, knock on wood, everything's going well right now, are just able to have a full training camp, go through preseason hopefully, and just start the regular season 100%. Because there was some worry that they weren't going to be able to start training camp. We didn't know. I mean, D-Live was in a boot just, a month and a half ago. AD had this surgery. So there were some things that we didn't know were going to happen or not. And the fact that we have both these guys healthy, I'm really excited about. Obviously, Daniel Gafford, for those that didn't see, rolled his ankle on the first day of training camp. Again, I'm not overly concerned about that. Jason Kidd did say that it's 2 to 3 weeks. I expect that Gafford doesn't play preseason and he's ready for the season opener against the Spurs. Again, no inside sources on that, but 2 to 3 weeks. That's 20 days from now, 19 when this episode comes out. And I think, you and I talked about before we started up the episode, I think this is just more of being cautious.
Yeah, it's super precaution. Like Gafford even said it himself on Discord. He's like, no, like I'm fine. I'm already walking normal again. He said he's the man of steel. So
you have the Discord plugs, man. I didn't even know about this, man.
Man, me and Gafford be chatting, bro. I just got to get good at 2K because I don't want to play with them and embarrass myself or him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, Gafford's a really great guy. But yeah, no, he's doing fine. Like he's fine. It's a super precaution because if you remember last season, almost everybody had ankle issues. Like that was like one of the most common injuries amongst everyone's injuries, right? Like I think PJ dealt with it the worst. So you rolled your ankle, cool. You're good until we start the season. Just, do light workouts, light drills, stretch, drink water, you know what I'm saying? So he's fine. But we did hear from Jason Kidd himself that he said that training camp is pretty much a competition for your rotation spot because he said there's 1 or 2 guaranteed locks. I'm pretty sure the only guaranteed lock is Anthony Davis. But now that Gafford, out of the starting 5, Anthony Davis is the only one that won't lose that spot. No, there's no way that he would come off the bench.
I think D'Lo's a lock.
I think he's a lock now, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But I think D'Lo's definitely locked now. I think he could have been. There is a reality where D'Lo doesn't start, and it all would have happened or all would have stemmed from training camp where some other point guard looks better. But I'm not saying.
We'll get it.
We'll get to that.
I've heard he's.
We'll get into that. But anyway, obviously Anthony Davis is a lock for our starting power forward. He's our best player healthy right now, right? Without Gafford for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, Lively's obviously going to be a lock for a starting center, and that's not a bad thing. There's people that prefer Gafford over Lively. That's not a bad thing. As long as it's not a bad thing. As long as Gafford is healthy on opening night to come off the bench for Lively, that's all that really matters. Now, the rest of the starting 5. Shooting guard, it's probably going to be Max Christie, in my opinion. I mean, no shade to Clay. No shade to Clay. I think Max Christie can get that starting shooting guard spot.
You think Christie's going to start?
Oh yeah, it's the
no. You think he's going to start, or you want him to start?
I want him to start.
Okay.
I just want him to start.
And you think he's going to?
No, I think it's be Clay because Jason Kidd is old school, bro. Like he has a little bit more respect to older players. Like seniority matters to him, and obviously Cooper Flagg is the exception because he's Cooper Flagg, but seniority matters to Jason Kidd. I mean, why do you think that Maxey, no disrespect to Maxey, but why do I think he always got a lot of minutes and was always part of the rotation? Older player, right? So, but anyway, small forward is obviously going to be Cooper Flagg. PJ will most likely come off the bench. There may be rotations where they're both in the floor. That's fine.
I would love that. I really want to see it.
PJ off the bench with Naji off the bench. Terror. You got 2 dogs coming off the. That's amazing. Now, the point guard position. Because you got Jaden Hardy, who, with his track record, not a lot of people have faith in him. With his track record, there's not a lot of faith from anybody. However, I said it myself on my channel, he still has a chance to surprise everybody. Whether it happens is whether it happens, right? There's also Dante, who hasn't practiced yet.
Which I didn't hear about until yesterday.
And we don't know why. We probably won't know for like another few days. The weekend's coming up, so who knows, right? Jason Kidd also said that he doesn't want to put too much emphasis on practice, and he wants them to spend time together. So we got a lot of footage the last 2 days from training camp, but I'm pretty sure the next 2 days may not be much. There's also Brandon Williams, who is out for a week with a strained hamstring.
Yep.
The reports all say that Dennis Smith Jr. looks like a star. That's out of Jason Kidd's mouth. And I know that Jason Kidd's very hyperbolic, right? He says things. But he said out of his mouth, Dennis Smith Jr. looked like a star. And he said that on both days, he was very impressed with D'Angelo Russell. So, yes, D'Lo is going to be our starting point guard. But the way this training camp is set up, it's up for grabs for anybody. You just have to just wow Jason Kidd enough, right? But obviously, it's going to be D'Angelo Russell. However, if Dante Exum doesn't participate at all or hardly at all, and Dennis Smith Jr. continues to impress Jason Kidd, come on now. The writing's on the wall. It's right there. Dante. Dennis Smith Jr. Come on.
I just think Dante still has the leverage just because of the fact he's proven to be a really good facilitator.
You can't do that if you're on the bench.
I agree.
You can't do that.
I agree. No. I mean, look, the hype is real about DSJ, I think you find a way to get him on this roster.
In some way, shape, or form, he has to be a part of this team. I know that most likely he'll be on the G League team, but find a way to get him up on the.
Don't they have an open two-way spot?
Dennis Smith Jr. doesn't qualify for.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
it'll be a weird G League call up situation where I don't know the whole rules, but they're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, you go back into the starting lineup, and I think, look, Max has looked really good in what we've seen just from the very few clips.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that Max is probably more? It's tricky. Do I think he's very capable of being a starting two for this team? Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
but I look at Clay. I look at the reason why he came to Dallas, why he wanted to leave Golden State. It's because he wanted a starting position. It's because he wanted to be respected somewhere. And I think, again, you bring up the seniority. I just think it makes sense for him to start. I think we also need the shooting right now, especially with Kyrie out. So I think to have Clay start the game, from what we've seen, that Cooper Clay chemistry has been very intriguing.
Bro, yo, did you see the D'Lo and Clay chemistry? I saw two back-to-back threes from D'Lo to Clay. Boom, corner.
D'Lo's been hyping Clay up, and they worked out together in Miami at Miami. So I really just think that Clay's a better fit right now.
Yeah,
for a starting lineup. And again, man, these bench guys are going to be getting a lot of minutes, and just because of the fact that. Just because Clay's starting doesn't mean he's finishing the game. I think there's going to be a bunch of times where Max finishes the game because
we saw last season Clay will play 20 minutes, but it's the most awkward 20 where you're like, where was he?
And Max actually, I don't know if people remember this, but in the Mavs game against the Rockets, AD's legendary game, Max closed the game and he hit a very, very clutch three. He closed a lot of games for the Mavs. So, and Clay was very supportive on the bench still. Clay's honestly been my favorite Maverick so far lately.
Bro,
I mean, the way he's
locked in right now.
He's so locked in. I mean, he's talking about 2011 vibes. He was reading Dirk's book. Like, dude, this guy is all about culture. This guy wants to win a chip. Like, I'm all for it. Clay's locked in, and I think he's really going to buy into whatever J-Kid wants to implement. So I do think Clay starts. Do I think that there's a lot of games where Max finishes and gets more minutes? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But when you're a vet in this league, especially someone like Clay, you just want to win again before you retire. So I think he's going to lock in from that standpoint. And then Coop, I think Coop's a lock at the 3 and AD at the 4 and obviously Lively at the 5. I think there could have been a switch up maybe if, Gafford outperformed Lively at training camp, but there's, I would say it's a 99% chance that Lively starts now. So it's been really interesting. And I think.
So you're telling me my bench unit
is better than some NBA teams' starting lineups.
You're telling me off the bench, I've got Brandon Williams, maybe Dennis Smith Jr., but Brandon Williams at my 1, Max Christie at my 2, Naji at my 3 with PJ at the 4 and Gafford at the 5. You should play that starting five every time we see the Trailblazers, the Wizards, the Hornets, even like against really mediocre teams. Yeah, let the second unit start.
That's OD.
Like, imagine that. Imagine that. We're playing the Golden State Warriors and AD coming off the bench. Yeah, I said the Golden State Warriors. Yeah. I'd run my second unit against that first unit. Do it. What? Al Horford. Oh.
Hey, man. They sleep on Caleb Martin.
Shake Milton. Shake. I'm shaking. Shake Milton. Gary Payton II. Come on now. Jimmy Butler.
They got
Butler.
Can we talk about the fact that J Kid has my guy Caleb Martin in a red penny in practice right now, bro? They really had me tight.
I think Jason Kidd understands where I'm coming from.
No,
Caleb Martin, because there's only one Martin allowed. That's me, Marcel Martin. Caleb Martin. I don't know no Caleb.
dude.
Not my family. Not my kinfolk. Nope. But hey, he's there.
I don't know, man. I just want to see it. I hope he gets some minutes. I mean, I think
let him surprise us, and I'm not against that. We both agree this team is very, very deep, and that's including players like Jaden Hardy. That's including players like Caleb Martin. Like, yeah, we are deep. I'd say, and there's no disrespect. I love Dwight Powell. That's the God honest truth. But we're as deep up until the 14th player. Dwight Powell, it gets a little scary if I give you extended minutes, but. With that being said, it's like Jaden Hardy can still shock and surprise fans. He could have a great season. Still get traded because he'll generate value, but Jaden Hardy could have a good season. Caleb Martin could look better this season than last season, right? Like, guys can still look good. D'Lo, there's still some people out there. People have asked me, how good will D'Lo actually be for the Mavs? Is he better than Spencer Dinwiddie? Huh? What? Look, Spencer Dinwiddie has never looked better outside of a Mavericks uniform. I know what I'm getting with D'Angelo Russell. Charlotte does not understand what they're getting with Spencer Dinwiddie. That's the difference.
The Charlotte Mavericks.
Grant Williams, Josh Green, Spencer Dinwiddie. Oh, yeah.
Seth Curry.
Well, he's gone now.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy. Nico and Charlotte got something going on, bro.
And
Bert Collins was there for a while? Yeah. Oh, my God. Lord.
Yeah. It was pretty hectic over there. I don't know, man.
But anyway, the Mavericks are a good team. We're very deep, but staying healthy. We are a house of cards. It would most likely be one big injury that could just ruin it all, and it doesn't even have to be AD's hurt. Clay's out for extended time. There goes our 3-point shooting, right? D'Lo's out for extended time. There goes playmaking, which we can make up for by sliding somebody, but then you're kind of creating another hole, you know what I mean? Oh, PJ's out for extended time. AD, you got to play some heavy minutes at the 4 now. Risk injury, you know what I mean? So it's like, and that's yes, that's kind of dramatic and hyperbolic, but from what we saw last year, that's not outside the realm of reality, where one player goes down, it could really mess things up.
So, I want to ask you something.
Yep.
Do you think the Mavs will have a solidified 6-man?
It'll be hard. I will say this. If at the end of the season, if the 6th Man of the Year award goes to someone on the Mavericks, I promise you that they weren't the only candidate. Meaning PJ could get it. Gafford could get it. Naji can get it. Pause. But the award is up for grabs. And we got literally 5 players off the bench that could put in a good fight for it.
I think Max could maybe get it too.
He can get it.
I genuinely we really Cormac. I forget. Is that his name? Cormac? Dude, that's a crazy. I did not expect that to be his government.
Cormac Michael Christie.
Something crazy like that, bro.
All right.
I would really like to see PJ get that award.
Oh, that'd be crazy. He can do it. It could easily happen.
I mean, he's going to get starter minutes.
There's going to be games where he just goes crazy, especially if he comes off the bench against Oklahoma. Dude, come on. Free eats.
So I saw this tweet. It was from Mavs Film Room. And the question was, would you rather AD play in preseason, get used to the spacing, or would you rather him just, play it safe, sit out preseason, and just get locked in for the regular season? I was personally on the end, play a few quarters in preseason. I think that the Mavs, we've talked about this so much, you and I just think, look, Gafford's already out. Work on your spacing as much as you can with Derek Lively. Again, this is still something new to him. I don't care about your 3 training camp practices. I don't care about the practices that are like 5-on-5s you played before training camp started. I just think that it's really necessary to keep working on the spacing. And same goes for Derek Lively. I think Derek Lively should play in the preseason solely because of the fact of spacing. And if they're giving him the green light to shoot, get your reps up.
Do it.
Get your reps up. So I'm on the page of don't make the guy play like 25 minutes. Like give him like 15. Just work on the spacing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's no real wrong answer because you can kind of go about it either way. But for me personally, I do want to see like the full team play all preseason, like every preseason game. Barring any injuries or if players aren't feeling too good, right? Like obviously sit them out. But like if the guys are good to go, let them go. Like
yeah,
let
you
them,
can't live in fear of it.
No, because whether he gets hurt in the first game of preseason or he gets hurt on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, the game that we actually have, so it's like it's going to happen. Now, obviously, would much rather deal with no injuries, obviously, but like to a degree, the players really want to show the fans what they have. Like after everything that happened last season, going to this season, I really do believe that the players just want to show the fans, hey, look what we got. This is what we are. Look at us. Like we are good, obviously, right? So the players, and from what we saw at the end of last season when we were heavily injured and almost forfeiting games, like they still try to win. Like the guys want to go out there and win, and that's important. So I think that they should definitely play everybody that's healthy, a good, healthy amount of minutes. But if you're healthy, play just so the fans can kind of see what to expect. We don't want to have things kind of come together around Thanksgiving or the beginning of December. Like we kind of want to see it now.
Yeah, I think we weren't able to unfortunately get a lot of reps of it because of the fact that AD and Lively were hurt last year. I mean, Gafford was hurt last year. Everyone was hurt. Everyone. And so, coming into this preseason, I think it should be a big necessity to get as many reps as you can and figure out the spacing. I am very excited about this new offense that the Mavs are using there. I mean, Kevin Gray, the flow offense. So, a lot of ball movement, which I think is going to be very important for this Mavs. This isn't as much of an old ISO team that it used to be where Kyrie and Luka were rocking out. A lot of the time, there's going to be a lot of ball movement and there's going to be a lot of more spacing. So the nice thing is that when you have someone as dominant in the paint as AD, with that spacing, when he does get doubled, there's going to be a lot of open shooters. And AD is a very, very solid passer. I'm not going to sit here and say he's an unbelievable passer or anything like that, but he's very good at passing the rock.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think when you have guys like D'Lo on the court, who I still believe D'Lo is a great shooter, and guys like Clay on the court, it's going to work out really well. And I think ball movement is going to be really important for this team because, again, D'Lo can ISO, AD can ISO, but that's not their main style of game. So movement's the way. And this team is going to be very fast-paced with their length. I think, which is very beneficial too, because that's the kind of player that Cooper Flagg is. And something that I want to say about Cooper Flagg is that we've been getting all these like short snippets of what training camp has looked like. And I think what's really stood out for me is just the intangibles, the fundamentals. I mean,
his instincts, he just knows what to do.
He knows what to do. A lot of these like first overall picks, like they come in, they're in a worse situation and they just want to try to rock out. The great thing is like, we saw a clip, AD gets doubled at the free throw line. He gets the backdoor cut on Caleb Martin. Hitting a pull up on AD. He saw it. Jason Kidd was speaking about it after day 1 of training camp. AD had the ball in his hands with a few seconds left on the shot clock. Cooper Flagg ran to double and got the block. It's just a lot of smart plays, and it's the intangibles that stick out to me. I think this kid is going to be insanely good for the Mavs, and I think people are really underrating the overall impact that he's going to have. I saw someone say, like, and it's very early, but I saw someone say, like, the way he impacts a game is a better offensive version with Draymond's defensive skills. And that sticks out to me just because of the fact Draymond does everything on the court.
Yes.
He finds the open passers. He gets the backdoor cuts. He doubles when he needs to double. And then you add the offense, hitting pull-ups over, all NBA defenders like Anthony Davis and stuff like that, which we saw in Team USA when he was working out with Team USA as well.
Yeah.
So, man, the upside is unreal, and I'm so excited to watch it in person finally. We are literally 3-4 days away.
Dude, it's definitely exciting for sure. Like, fans want to see it. Fans they just want to be a part of what's going on right now. I am extremely excited for Cooper Flagg. I still think, to me though, it's like an anomaly. And I think that's just part of me, like, not fully like believing the hype, but I believe the hype. I know he's great. He's the number one pick, like, obviously, right? But like, those summer league games were good to watch. Like, his first game, I thought, obviously, he wasn't happy with his performance, but to me, I was like, oh, good job. Do better next game. And then he did better next game, right? So it's like, okay, so like, I see it. I need to see more, and I'm excited to see more so I can see everything from the past few days that we've seen is the real deal. That is what you see, right? Not saying it's the same thing, but what we don't want is a Ben Simmons situation where he's hitting threes in June in an open gym. Week 3, his back hurts, and we don't see him till the 4th of July. You know what I mean? So it's like, we don't want that situation. And I don't think it's going to be that situation. I'm just that excited. Like, I'm just that ready for it. Like, I want to know who's in the starting lineup, who's coming off the bench, how many games we're going to win. Like, this team is so exciting. Everybody should be like ready to watch this team.
Spot on. And I think J-Kid's sort of just a teaser when it comes to that kind of stuff. I really do. Like, the lineup, I'd be shocked if the lineup isn't the lineup that everyone's predicting with D'Lo, Clay, Coop, AD, Lively.
I think the surprise would be is who's coming off the bench before who. Because he's not going to take all 5 off and put 5 on. He's going to mess around with the rotations.
I'm interested. My thing I'm most interested to see is, and we probably won't figure it out until the playoffs just because of how much he experiments in the season. But I'm really interested to see how many people he has in the rotation.
Yeah.
Because
he run a short rotation of like 8 players.
You could. Or, you have 11, 12 legit ones. And,
exactly.
I don't think it will be like that. But I do think there's going to be a lot of experimenting. I just, I look at the bench, and there's like 4 guys that I think are locked in right now. 5 when Kyrie's back. Like, I think it's a 5-man rotation team when Kyrie's back. Or 5 off the bench.
Think about this. Think about this. We make it to the second round of playoffs, right? Kyrie's back, and the rest of the team is fully healthy. Normally in the playoffs, you do run a 7, sometimes 8-man rotation. If you're Jason Kidd, who are you not playing in the playoffs? You know what I mean? Like, that's a short list of players that you just won't play.
I think
but
like
Dante loses minutes, most likely.
Yeah, Dante and
Caleb Martin.
I don't think
Jaden Hardy for sure.
Jaden Hardy won't play in the playoffs. I know we're going like super far ahead, but like you have to look at it. Like, Gaff's gonna get minutes.
Yes.
PJ's gonna get minutes. Naji's gonna get minutes.
Yes.
Max is gonna get minutes. That's 9 right there.
Boom. D'Lo.
And you're not even talking about D'Lo. So it's 10 right there,
Yeah.
And then Brandon Williams, like, he was really, really freaking good for the Mavs last year.
Yeah.
He was really good. So, Jason Kidd, like, this is a good problem to have, but Jason Kidd is going to have to make some very big decisions when it comes to the rotation because, look, 11, 12 guys it's not realistic. Unless you're Rick Carlisle and the Indiana Pacers.
Everybody just, it's a like revolving door of substitution.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think it's going to change up a lot, like almost every game. I think there's going to be times where, Caleb is getting minutes over players.
It's going to be a lot on Jason Kidd, and we have to now, in my opinion, I think we do have to hold the assistant coaches as responsible as Jason Kidd, because I see not just Jason Kidd, but also the rest of his coaches, all on the same level, right? Like they've won championships. They have experience. Like they're just not a couple of assistants. Like this is a very good lineup of coaches. So they all have a lot of weight on their shoulders when it comes to rotations, who gets minutes, because before we knew who we were going to play. We knew the 7 or 8 players that were going to play, and we were going to live and die by that. Yeah. But now that you have 10, possibly 11 players that you can go to in the playoffs, you have so many options that you cannot fail. And if you do fail, everybody's going to say, well, why don't you play them more? Why don't you play this person more? Why don't you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good problem to have, but the problems that come with it are you have so many options. Don't pick the wrong one. Instead of just having 7 players that you can trust, you have 11. And you have to make sure that all of the ones that you do play produce and they help you win. Because, yeah, you have 11 to go to. How many of them are going to help you win every single game? Not every time. That's in my opinion, the whole mental part of coaching, really.
No, it's spot on. And I think it's going to one of the good things about it is that it's going to motivate guys to play even harder and better.
Yes.
I mean, I love Naji. I mean, I'm a huge Naji fan, but my guy's got to hit his threes this year. You got to hit your threes.
Will be in scary hours when that 3-point percentage. It only needs to be like 34, 35. Scary hours.
35 I'd be happy with. I'd be happy with 35. Man. But, like, those are the kind of things I'm talking about, like, where it's, you're not on your A game, bro. Yeah. Caleb, go check in, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, if D'Lo's having a stinker, man, be Will.
Right, yeah,
Dante, go jump in. Like, those are the things that can happen when you have this stacked of a team. One of the final topics that I do want to get into, Bleacher Report released some rankings today, and it was very, very agitating. They ranked it was their preseason rankings. They ranked the Dallas Mavericks at 15th. Some teams
wasn't that the same from earlier this offseason? There was another ranking that came out that put us like 15th, I feel like.
I'm not sure. They put the Grizzlies at 14, the Pistons at 13, the Hawks at 12, the Spurs at 11, the Clippers at 10. Wait, it gets even better. The Warriors at 9, the Magic at 8, Wolves at 7, Knicks at 6. Wait, this is the best one. Lakers at 5. And then I think these are all reasonable. Rockets, Cavs, Nuggets, Thunder.
Yeah. So, first of all, the highest Eastern Conference team should be the Knicks.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
I literally right now, I do not see a team beating the Knicks in the East.
I see a healthy Cavs team beating the Knicks. I would take the Cavs in 6.
I know that we saw them lose because of injuries, but like experience does matter to a degree. And that Knicks team has been beating their heads against a wall for how many years now, trying to get over the hump. And this is their easiest path. Yes, the Cavs would give them a run for their money. That's it. That's the only team in the East. Sure, Jason Tatum comes back a little bit early. The Celtics will probably be too far along to play catch up.
Dude,
we already know the Sixers are just cursed.
I don't know. I'm not big on the Knicks. I have like 3 other teams that I think that could like potentially upset them in the playoffs. First of all, if the Hawks are healthy, the Hawks are a really freaking good basketball team. That's not who I would take like automatically over them. I'm huge. I'm huge on Detroit. I think Detroit is going to be really freaking good.
But they're not going that far. Let's slow that down.
If they play the Knicks in the first round again, I think they beat the Knicks.
Put money on it.
That's one of my hot takes.
Put money on it. Put your channel on it.
The money's right here, bro.
No. Put your Twitter on it. Yeah.
All right. You put your channel on it.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll make another one. But on a more serious note, no, I mean, I think when it comes to the East, and we'll talk about the West, but when it comes to the
Magic,
I like the Magic. I like the Magic and Detroit. Those are the 2 teams that are trying to climb themselves out of the lottery. The Hawks like kind of flirt with that. Like you're good, but then you're not. Then you're good, then you're not, right? And then Philly, I don't know. I don't ever have faith in Philly, and I'm never wrong, right? But I really do believe that Knicks and Cavs. Those are the two, but I really have a lot of faith in the Knicks. Now, when it comes to the West, on this little top 30 list of teams, the Grizzlies, no.
I think the Grizzlies are going to be really bad, actually.
They got rid of their best shooter. What? No. Spurs, I like Wemby. I like De'Aaron Fox. I like Stephon Castle. Name a player on that team that can stop Anthony Davis and Derek Lively on the court at the same time. Name a player that can guard Kyrie whenever Kyrie's healthy. Kyrie probably won't play the Spurs at all this season, but I'm just saying. Who on their team shooting better than Clay? I'm just saying. They ain't got Cooper Flagg. We got Cooper Flagg. I think, what was it? Dylan Harper? Is that his name? Yeah, Dylan Harper. Isn't he hurt right now?
Nah, Fox is.
I swear Dylan Harper messed up his thumb. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it was Fox.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, see, they got injuries. See what I'm talking about? Like
Fox isn't even playing against the Mavs on opening night.
So, like, I'm trying to see where some of these Western Conference teams are ahead of us. The Warriors. They're dealing with Jonathan Kuminga all season, and the only move that they've made was they got Seth Curry. They got Gary Payton to come back, Shake Milton to come back just to get traded for the second time, and Al Horford. Who on that team can stop Anthony Davis?
No one.
Who on that team is stopping Anthony Davis? Like, I'm not trying to say Anthony Davis is just the best player, but when we look at some of these matchups, who's stopping Anthony Davis?
Yeah, he's a pretty good player to have when you go up against the Warriors for sure. And I think, I don't know, man. I would take a healthy Mavs over the Lakers team. I would.
Yes, because who's coming off the bench for the Lakers? Marcus Smart?
Yeah, LaRavia.
I
seeing them at fifth in the NBA was shocked me a little.
Look, and to be fair to all parties involved, Luka Doncic had very untalented Mavericks teams that he did wonders with in the West. I'm just saying.
For sure.
I see why they put them so high, but this isn't the same West from a few years ago. It's not.
I don't know. I think Lakers fans are going to have like a very rude awakening with DeAndre Ayton. Like, I think it's an awful fit. I really do.
You have a player who's probably going to quit on his team more times than not.
Yeah.
There's a level of intensity, and this is anybody that's watched DeAndre Ayton long enough would agree with me. He does not respond well to intensity.
Oh.
The coach that they had, remember, when they're in the finals, coach is yelling at him and sits him. That was the first start of it. And then Portland's like, oh, I'm iced in. I can't get out my house. Bro, you serious, bro? You serious? Are you stupid? Come on, man. Like, there's no real drive. Like, he has as much drive as Ben Simmons. Like, yeah, you're talented. You're very good. You're a great player. And you hold yourself back, bro. You are Hassan Whiteside.
True. I mean, I'm not moved by them at all.
No, but I
like it though. I like how we're slept on.
Stop believing now though. I'm gonna just keep it honest.
I like how we're slept on.
Oh, it's gonna be so sweet.
We're the underdogs, man.
I don't need them to believe in me. We made it to the finals as the underdog. Never had home court advantage.
I'm not promoting gambling.
No.
At all. But the Mavs total win is very, very low this year, and I placed a lot of money on it because that's how much I believe in this team.
Now, I also don't promote sports betting or gambling. You know that, but I think that's the smartest bet that you could put your money in. I don't push sports betting, but
38.5 wins,
over under, you better bet on the over.
38.5.
So we're gonna win. So we're gonna win like 2 games less than last season. Okay.
It's I don't know. Like, I try to like even put myself from an outsider's perspective, and I just look at this roster and the potential of, Kyrie returning at a decent time. Like, I don't see a world where they don't win at least 43. And
I give them 48.
Yeah, we were in that. I was in that ballpark area with you, just because of the fact, like, also, dude. I mean, I think this team is going to be really solid. I think this team has top 7-6 potential with Kyrie being out. If everyone else can stick healthy, like Anthony Davis is a superstar in this league. Cooper Flagg is an immediate impact player. I think, I'm honestly a little shocked. I was hype about the D'Lo signing. I'm honestly a little bit shocked of how much credit he's already received. So I think that's something to be really excited about because, Jay Kidd's hyped him up. Clay's hyped him up. Naji has, given him his flowers all in a very short span of time. So I think you just look at the depth on this team. You look at everything, and it's hard to not picture them being a top 7 seed. And so I'm excited. There's a lot to look forward to.
Yep.
Is there anything specific that you want to close on?
Well, in case anybody wasn't aware, obviously Gafford rolled his ankle. But the good thing is we have another good backup big who gained 15 pounds of muscle over the summer. And that's Dwight Powell. Nothing else to say. It speaks for itself.
Mavs Muse is going to have to wait till the end of this episode to hear that. Make him watch the whole episode.
The whole one.
Yep. Man, and I want to say, you've posted on X. Congrats on the new home, my guy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got a whole new studio now. I got a mortgage, not a rent, and my pockets are still flat.
Hollywood. You're Hollywood now. You're Unk now. I mean,
these young whippersnappers, they don't know that Bill Russell would have mopped the floor with Draymond Green.
Oof.
Bill Russell would have mopped the floor with Joel Embiid.
Oof.
Giannis can't even hold his jockstrap. Bill Russell, top 5 and he's not 5. Top 2 and he's not 2. Number 1.
Number Bill 1.
Yeah. Come on.
That's an Unk statement right there.
Come on now. Y'all know.
That's an Unk statement. Well, Unk, Mavericks Digest, Marcel, my guy. It's always a pleasure having you on the show, man. I'm sure we're going to be running it back sooner than later. And we got a lot to be excited for. Guys, please be optimistic. Be excited. There's no reason to be negative about this season right now. We have so much to look forward to. So much.
This team is too good to not want to watch. And there will be ups and downs, but that's why we watch.
MFFL Nation, thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. Deuce.